In life, content can be promoted on all 3 channels. I keep it simple, 3 channels: search, social, and email. We're going to talk about tactics for all 3. Social traffic, if you've ever seen a website that gets a lot of its visits from social, it's very hard to predict. Lightning in a bottle. Who knows? I can't tell you how many social media visitors I'll have tomorrow. I can tell you almost, like within a couple of dozen, how many visitors I'll have from search and how many visitors I'll have from email. But social is very hard to predict. Email, very consistent. It's like a heartbeat over time. If you campaign track your links in your email, you'll be able to see that quite accurately. Social, search, I love search. I'm going to focus on search for this reason. Every page that you write on your website has a chance to rank. And there's a science to it. And I do not believe that people right now in content marketing that are saying, just write great content. People say that all the time now. Just write great content. It'll all work out in the end. You'll get to Google's pearly gates and they open and you get lots of traffic. No, that's not how it works. We're going to get specific. There's very specific things that make the difference between traffic or don't. This is the traffic to Orbit Media over a very long date range that goes back to 2008. And what's the maximum number of web pages you can have on a site? A gajillion at least, maybe more. So, and each of those pages could be optimized. So when done well, that's what I'm going to show you guys how to do, right? You should be getting, I don't know, we double our traffic once a year. That's what you should be seeing, numbers like that if you pay attention to links, pay attention to keywords, and use those keywords properly. The boat, every page has the chance to catch traffic like a sail catches wind. And you can add, as George said, a gajillion sails to your boat. Email and social, you got to keep rowing. You got to put your back into it. You're going to get some blisters because those things, if you stop doing them, you stop getting traffic from them. So search is more of a passive source of traffic, so we'll pay attention to that. Okay. I might have to stay up here if the clicker is going to do that to us. We do 3 things as content marketers: create stuff, promote stuff, and measure stuff. Create, promote, measure, create, promote, measure. If you've been doing content marketing for long, you know that's all you do every day. That's the whole job. That's what we do when we get up in the morning. We make something, we get it out there, and then we measure it, and then we repeat. Right? So the main channels, as I said, search, social, and email. Here's a generic funnel. I loved Andrew Davis's funnels. Search affects awareness more than anything else. Google's a discovery engine. It's going to lead to a lot more new visitors than email or social. Email and social I have reaching farther down. Those tend to strengthen the middle of the funnel because that's not often the first touch point. Social is not often the first touch point. Follow makes social more effective. Subscribe makes email more effective. We create a feedback loop in here. But search is really great for awareness. And it's that top. It's the number of people that come at the very top. Let's just look at the funnel in general. This is total visitors coming in the top of the funnel. This is the percentage who take action at the bottom. Those are the only 2 numbers that matter in content marketing in website analytics. Total number of visitors and the percentage of visitors who take an action. Traffic and the conversion rate. In analytics, it's really easy now because they call it the ABC. Have you seen how they do this? Acquisition, that's awareness. Behavior, that's consideration. And action, that's conversions. Analytics is now organized so that it's ABCs. How clever. It's kind of motivating, right? They don't want to scare you. Analytics is not scary. It's simple. It's like Sesame Street. Know, like, and trust. Does that sound familiar? This is what salespeople say, right? That's the same exact thing, right? I draw very short, very simple funnels. But those are the numbers that matter. How many we get coming in here? What percentage come out down here? Barry Feldman, I will never stop quoting this guy. He's at Sacramento, I think, one of my favorite content marketers. Your website is the mousetrap. Your content is the cheese. Traffic times your conversion rate equals success. What are types of success? Leads. We have a lead generation website. E-commerce sales. Event registrants. Newsletter subscribers. Job candidates. All those things are types of conversions, right? And you should have all those set up on your site, and we'll do that in a minute. Content marketing, here's not a completely true, but it's a strong opinion. Content marketers make the cheese. Web designers make the mousetraps. The content marketers have a big effect on the number of visitors, and the percentage who take action is largely affected by the quality of the site. If anyone was in Tim Ash's landing page optimization, Your Baby's Ugly session, wow, he will show you the difference between good and great pretty quick. Great presentations have themes. We're doing puppies. I don't even have a dog, but it's early, and this will help keep us going. It's not hard to find cute, this Google image search or Flickr search for cute dog, and you will find tons. OK, here we go. I want to show you, this is the first of the super practical, immediate, do this tomorrow, you'll get better results on Monday kind of thing. Finding your traffic champions. Every web page or every website has lots of pages. If you've been doing this for a while, we put that in the description. Hopefully you guys have been blogging for a couple of years. Everyone here been blogging for at least a couple of years? Good. You are my people. You've got analytics. There's lots of data there. There's good stuff. There's low-hanging fruit, and here's where it is. So top content. That's under the behavior chart, right? Very simple. You might have noticed that you have some pages that are just pulling in lots more traffic than other pages. You ever notice that? What's up with these? Why are they getting so much more traffic, right? So I know that a lot of people like to wake up in the morning and look at their analytics, and then they smile, or they frown, and then they go write a blog post. I don't want us to do that. I want us to look at analytics to make decisions. Analytics is a decision support tool. Analytics is meant for analysis. Makes sense, right? It's like in the word, analysis. We're going to make decisions based on analytics. So here's what those look like if you look at a specific post. You went live, you shared the heck out of it, and you sent it as an email, and it got this big spike of traffic in the beginning, right? This is what a well-promoted piece of content looks like. Big spike of traffic in the very beginning. Whatever, that's a couple hundred visits from email, little conversation. We're talking to people in the comments. We put it on some social networks. We're sharing it. We mentioned some influencers in this post, and they shared it a little bit, and great. The following week, it either goes dead or it lives for years. The difference is search. This is dozens sometimes. We have posts that get hundreds of visits a day, every day, for years, because they're aligned with the key phrase. So the spike and the long tail. Now, if you put a bunch of those together, that's when you see your traffic increasing month over month, year over year. This is, again, the traffic stats to a web page that is well promoted in search, in social, and email. Let's find more of those. Let's make more of those. The total amount of traffic to your website has a lot to do with how many of these you have.